The world is buzzing with a new financial revolution, and it's all about two currencies that you probably didn't realize had such global impact: the Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong. They sound strange, right? And for years, they were just considered worthless. But things are getting serious. Major financial news outlets are talking about them. Top economists are making predictions, and regular folks like you and me are wondering if they should buy some too. But before you rush out to invest, there are some things you need to know. A lot of people think that these currencies are suddenly hot because of politics. Sure, there's some truth to that. But I dug deeper, and what I found out is really interesting. So let's get into it. Now here's what you probably already know. The dinar in Iraq and the dong in Vietnam are having a moment in the sun. Investors are eyeing them like hawks, and the online chatter is crazy. Everyone's asking the same thing. Are they going to make me rich? And while I can't promise anything, I can tell you this. There's a whole lot more going on here than meets the eye. The story of these two currencies is one that has been brewing for a while. We're not just seeing action now. There's a lot of history that led us to this point. But don't worry, I'll catch you up in a minute. But first, I want you to understand why this topic matters to you. Think about your everyday life. How does the price of gas, the cost of a cup of coffee, or the amount you earn at work affect you? Well, the value of these everyday things depends on the currencies we use. And the changes in the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong could impact you in ways you would unexpect. You see, currencies are more than just money. They're a way for nations to trade, to grow, and to show the world that they mean business. When a currency gets respect on the global stage, it can help solve problems that we didn't even know we had. But it can also make things worse if not handled right. Okay, let's talk history. Back in the day, the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong were major players on the world stage. They were stable, reliable, and they helped their countries thrive. But then things changed. Wars, sanctions, and political drama took a toll on these currencies. Suddenly, they went from being valuable to practically worthless. And if you held either of these currencies back then, you probably lost a ton of money. However, there's a silver lining to this dark cloud. Even though these currencies took a nosedive back in the day, that hasn't stopped people from holding on to them. There are millions of people out there who bought these currencies when they were low, hoping for a brighter future, and now they're sitting on a gold mine. So what's the big deal about these two currencies? Well, they're kind of like David and Goliath. Everyone counted them out, but they're making a comeback in a big way. This is where things get exciting. You see, now is the perfect time for these currencies to shine. The world is constantly evolving. New alliances are forming, old rivals are shaking hands, and the global financial system is changing faster than ever. So it's only natural that the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are rising to the occasion. But wait, you might be thinking, how do these currencies fit into the bigger picture? Well, here's where things get really interesting. As the world shifts and changes, so do the rules of the financial game. Iraq and Vietnam have worked hard to make their currencies strong and reliable once again. And guess what? It's working. People are taking notice and they're betting big on these currencies. It's like everyone's waking up to the fact that these aren't just some small-time currencies. They're major players with serious potential. And here's the kicker. Even though the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong have been undervalued for years, they still manage to attract some heavy hitters. Countries and businesses that might not normally pay attention to smaller currencies are now taking notice. It's like the underdog story you've always heard about. The Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are proving that size doesn't matter. They're turning the tables and showing the world that they're not just here to play. But why now? Why are people suddenly interested in these currencies? Well, let me explain. You see, the global financial game has changed. New alliances and partnerships are popping up left and right. And the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are perfectly positioned to take advantage of this shift. They re-like the new kids on the block who came in late but still managed to steal the spotlight. The reason why now is the perfect time for these currencies is because they offer a unique opportunity for growth and diversification. As the world becomes more interconnected, investors are looking for ways to spread their money around and reduce risks. And guess what? The Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong fit the bill perfectly. They're relatively unknown on the world stage, and that means there's a lot of room for growth. It's like finding a hidden gem that no one else knows about. Investors are seeing the potential here and there, pouring in the money. It's a win-win situation. These currencies can boost their country's economies, and investors can diversify their portfolios and reap the rewards. The thing is, these currencies aren't just making waves in the financial world. They're impacting our everyday lives in ways we didn't even realize. Think about the price of gas or the cost of imports. Well, changes in the value of the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong can affect that too. It's like a ripple effect that touches all of us in ways we don't even realize. However, with all this excitement comes a big question. What should you do about it? Should you jump on the bandwagon and invest in these currencies yourself? Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to give you a straight yes or no answer, because the truth is, it depends. Do your research, weigh your options, and make the best decision for yourself. This isn't financial advice, but I will tell you this. Understanding the global financial game is crucial for everyone, not just investors. It's a way for you to have a voice in the world and make sure your interests are represented. Here's the deal. If you want to be part of the conversation, you need to understand the players involved, especially the ones you might not expect. The Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong are no longer the small currencies we ignored. They're on the rise, and they're changing the game. So pay attention to what's happening and make your voice heard. It's your money, your future, and your voice matters. Let me tell you about the battle behind the scenes, a struggle between those who want to keep the status quo and those who are ready for change. It's a story that you won't read in the headlines, but it's happening. It's shaping the future of these currencies. You see, when a currency starts gaining value, there are forces that benefit from keeping it down. Those who want to maintain the status quo will try to slow it down. And believe me, they have a lot to lose. So they'll pull out all the stops to keep the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong from taking off. But here's the thing. Change is inevitable. And the rise of these currencies is unstoppable. The real story isn't about the obstacles. It's about the progress that's being made. The Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong are breaking barriers and defying expectations. It's a story of resilience, hard work, and the pursuit of a better future. So don't focus on the negativity. Instead, look at the positive steps being taken. Understand the reasons.